Greetings, disc golf world. Welcome back to the second round coverage, back nine of the 6th annual Buffalo Run Disc Golf Tournament out here in McAlester, Oklahoma. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I'm here with one of our Tulsa local pros, Lauren Lewis.
How's it going, guys?
This tournament is sponsored by Native Disc Golf, Legacy Disc Golf, and DGA Discs. So far this round, we've got Emerson Keith leading everybody at 14 under par. Tillman and Coda Hatfield tied at 11 under par, and Luke Samson sitting at 7 under par. So a little battle going on here, and hopefully we can see either Bo or Coda make some moves on Emerson and tighten up the race. But yeah. Hole 10, this is a par 3, 395 feet, very downhill, risk-reward play. You have the basket that is on the island back here. There is a pond behind the basket, and then the culverin right before the basket as well. So you can go for it, but it's so risky that the majority of these guys are just going to be laying up and taking a 3.
I ended up playing with a couple of guys who took this forehand line that he's about to take, and absolutely just parking the hole.
Yeah, didn't you say Cawthorn threw a forehand?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, threw a forehand in the circle, parked it. He was probably 10, maybe 15 out at the most.
That's crazy. Because that forehand line is so tight. It looks like Coda just threw it straight into that brush. And that's not what you want. This is actually a fairly safe play if you got it. Just throw in an overhand over the top, get into the clearing, and leave yourself with an open up shot.
Yeah, he might be just in front of that brush enough where he doesn't have to take any relief behind it.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks to take the relief behind it because then you're stuck not being able to see over it on your throw.
Yeah, right.
Looks like Bo going OB there, went a little short on his upshot.
Yeah, that's a tough upshot.
Coda making sure to come in on that spike angle. Oh, he's almost rolled out of bounds there.
Great shot from Coda. Luke pumping one out there, and that's looking low. And it skips up. Didn't quite skip inbounds. But
he's still gonna get a take it from over there since he touched inbounds.
I don't think he touched inbounds because there's like grass. There's like grass hanging over the. See this grass here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he didn't quite touch inbounds, so he'll be taking it from the other side.
Emerson giving that a really good bid.
Yeah. Bo giving it a half go.
Yeah, you're right. For a second there, I thought he might have touched it.
Yeah, no, it looks like it because, like, that grass kind of makes that line invisible. And it almost looks like that it's, like, right there. Great birdie from Coda, taking the lone birdie of the group.
Yeah, everybody else with tap-ins.
Tap-in bogeys. That's very unfortunate. It's just the risk of hitting an early tree on this hole.
And 3 out of 4 out of bounds. That's
yeah.
That makes this
all right there in the culvert.
Yeah, that makes it really tough.
Yeah. Hole 11. This is a par 3, 255 feet, super short hole, and a definite must-get birdie for the entire open field. You have a forehand line over the left side, a backhand line over the right side. We saw Coda throw a thumber last round and parked it, so it's really just about whatever you're comfortable throwing to get it as close to the basket as possible.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll park it again.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
All right, next year, that's my plan on this hole.
Yeah, just thumber.
Yeah, just going to throw a thumber.
That's the beauty of watching these guys. You can get the money lines from the big boys.
Yeah, I wish I had seen it before.
Right?
Emerson leaving that one out a little wide.
Yeah,
a little too much turnover on that.
He's going to be maybe barely outside the circle there. Not the best shot. And Bo slides up a little bit short as well.
Oh, Luke said I like that line. Let's check it out. God, it worked for Luke too. I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, it's right there. Bo from distance. Didn't quite put enough on it.
He's been pretty cold from that distance.
Yeah. Emerson missing as well.
Yeah, he missed a little top side. Sometimes this basket's got a little bit of a down slope around the top of the basket.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can catch an edge on that or get a little too much skip.
Yeah. Coda is tying things up with Emerson at 13 under par, and wow. That is very unfortunate. Bo hit that caution tape that you were talking about last
yeah, that's
round.
that was a little rough to watch.
Yeah. You hate to see that. Emerson making good for par. And here is Luke for the birdie. He's definitely needing this one.
Yeah, he's definitely got some catching up to do if he's going to try to keep that lead card.
Yeah, exactly.
Emerson kind of slowing down in pace. He was pulling away from our group.
Yeah. It was really just that last hole, that OB, and then Coda taking the birdie. That was a two-stroke swing right there. And just like that, it's tied up. And that's golf for you right there. Hole 12, this is a par 3. It is 342 feet, 104 meters uphill. You have the basket tucked up here in the mulch. Most of these guys are going to be throwing a driver. Try and skip right before the tree line on the right side to skip up into this mulch to leave yourself with an inside the circle putt. You can kind of play it a little bit more left and skip up the hill to leave yourself with an circled edge putt, but most of these guys are going to be doing what Coda's doing right here and parking the hole.
Yeah.
Just like that.
He got a great couple little skips there, even through the mulch, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
As long as you don't come in too high, you can almost guarantee a big skip there, just like that one too.
Yeah. And Luke with a great shot as well. Emerson playing this one a little bit more on that left side. And he gets up there inside the circle as well. Bo, that's needing to get left. And it does. And he will be inside the circle.
Right there at the end. Yeah, it looks like we've got all of our guys right there on the. Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah. That's just his miss today, just a little bit too low. Right on line.
Bo with a nice birdie.
10 under par for him. Good comebacker after that unfortunate bogey and spit out last hole. Emerson makes the putt as well. 6 down for the round.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough when you get that perfect, you think, man, I really like that putt out of my hand, and then it gets spit out. It almost makes you want to maybe slow down your putt for the next.
Yeah, it makes you question your putt.
Right, exactly.
And that's dangerous.
Right.
Because, you can't be questioning your putt out there.
Well, he definitely made good use of it, and like you said, he made a good comeback there.
Yeah, he did. Hole 13, this is a par 4, 471 feet, so it is a shorter par 4, but what really makes this a par 4 is the mound that this basket is on. Most of these guys off the tee are going to be throwing a big hyzer over the OB road and try and end up on the right side of the fairway because the middle of the fairway is lined with trees, so the more open your second shot, the better. And then from there, the second shot is just up to the mound. A lot of danger there. But Coda finding the telephone pole. That's a tough break.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to go outside of the telephone pole like Emerson's doing here. You really want to try to hang it out wide, not even get anywhere close to those telephone poles.
Yeah. Emerson actually gives himself a little eagle look, long look, but that was a crush.
There you go, Bo. I
Really
thought it was
nice.
a little too wide, but that's still really good.
Oh, yeah. He's just behind Emerson.
You see a couple of these guys who try to throw it out over the road and maybe get a road skip, and that's where it gets a little dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going to be well short.
Yeah, and inside, so his upshot is going to be very difficult from inside there.
Yeah, a lot of trees to contend with at that point.
Yep. Coda, Spikeheiser, right next to the basket.
Is he up there on top of the mound?
He is on top of the mound.
That's
right
so
next to the
good
basket.
from back there.
Yeah, that's really good. And Luke just a little bit low.
Yeah, he made a good effort.
That's
Didn't
such a
quite
tough
get to the top tier.
Yeah, it's so tough because you're literally aiming for that middle level. Because if you short it, you have a chance of rolling back on the hill, and if you throw it too long, you're going 40 to 50 deep, and so it's such a tough landing zone from where he was at. And even from where Emerson's at, it's not an easy feat.
This is the putt that I don't like.
Yeah, that's
that
yeah.
right there.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Now you're stuck with the same putt on the other side. All right.
Very nice comebacker from Luke. It's so intimidating to miss an uphill putt and then go back to an uphill putt.
Yeah, good on him to really hold that together.
Bo just a little bit low. Not having the best back nine so far. He was up there in the mix, and he has fallen well behind. Coda taking a birdie here, and Emerson will be following suit. Both moving to 15 under par. Yeah, Coda and Emerson pulling ahead of Bo here, 5 strokes. Hole 14, this is a par 3, 365 feet. You have 2 lines depending on the wind for the day. You have the forehand line through this left side gap, which is a really tight line. You want to throw a distance driver, let it flip up flat, and kind of ride the backside of this hill here, because if you skip and go right too early, that pond does play OB. These guys are also, we've seen them throw the big Spikeheiser line as well over that right side. So we'll see what these guys do. Looks like we got Coda lining up the thumber.
Yeah, that's the same kind of play that I did today as well. Without that big pushing wind, the Heiser just isn't as easy, it seems like.
Yeah.
Got Emerson taking that same squeaky middle gap and in the circle again.
Wow.
He was absolutely parked the first day.
Yeah, that is so good. It's so hard to get all the way up there with the forehand. I mean, it's so touchy. You have to get it on the perfect angle.
Oh, see, and then without that big wind,
Yeah.
Bo didn't really get to push all the way back into the fairway.
Yep.
And he's going to be stuck way back there.
Yeah, that's
Because if they don't give it to him as if he went back in bounds, he's going to be, not too far off the tee pad.
Yeah. He is way back there. And Luke throwing the overhand is going to be pin high right. That's just a layup from there.
That was a really good thumber, though. That's
Yeah.
a long way. That hurts my shoulder just thinking of that.
Right. And here is Bo for his third shot from way back there.
Yeah, even
Stays
with the
in
tree
bounds.
kick, getting pretty far up there.
Coda just laying up. Just laying up as well.
Yeah, layups here for everybody, it
Yeah.
seems like.
Except for Emerson. Let's see if he can capitalize here. Oh, yeah.
Wow, going 2 for 2 on this hole is is
Very
really
good.
awesome.
Yeah. 16 under par for Emerson, taking that outright lead from Coda. Bo not happy at all about a double bogey there. Moving himself down to 8 under par. Luke with the par. And Coda will do the same. Always got to give a shout out to Amy and Kent Cox at Basket Case Disc Golf in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Be sure to check them out. We appreciate them for sponsoring the coverage. We are on to hole 15, par 3, 393 feet uphill. You have 2 lines, either a big spike hyzer line over the trees, or you have this low skip hyzer line that Coda threw yesterday. Not really too much more than that. This is definitely a birdie hole for these guys.
Yeah, we've got that OB left, so if you hyzer out a little too far, like this might be doing. No, he's safe there. But yeah, that's that left side can be a little tricky, especially if you're taking the low line and you just get a big skip over those logs.
Yeah.
Coda sticking with that low line. He's got it wide enough, folks. And it's absolutely parked.
Tap-in birdie for Coda. Putting the pressure on Emerson, really. This is to tie it back up. Emerson has a circle's edge putt, and he's needing to make it.
Now, see, this might be sawed off.
Yeah, that's out of bounds. He will be putting for 3 from there. Bo, that's was looking a little sawed off at first, but slides up there. Luke just a little bit too high.
That was a really good bid over there. He was really trying to get that. That way he could save that par.
Yeah. Bo just a little bit too high as well.
Yeah, he still hasn't really connected in any of those, outside the circle putts, right around 45 or so.
Emerson just a little bit too low. Coda with an opportunity to tie it back up. Well, I wouldn't say an opportunity, more of a guarantee. Tie it back up because he's got a reach in there. Bo with the par. Luke with the unfortunate bogey. Too big for the round.
And, so like you said, putting that pressure on Emerson, if he gets through this next gap clean, that's really going to put, that extra pressure on Emerson to really connect on this hole.
Exactly. This hole is a par 4. It's hole 16, 530 feet, very downhill. The basket is tucked all the way down here. You do have the OB sidewalk that is along the basket, probably about 40 feet. Ideally, you just want to get something through the right gap, a distance driver that's going to flip up flat and just kind of ride the angle of the hill all the way down. You don't want to throw it too high because there is some low-hanging branches on that right side line, so it's really just about hitting the perfect gap on the perfect angle and getting it all the way down there.
And there we go.
And no pressure for Emerson here. Oh, and that was looking really nice. If that got beneath that branch, that was going to be maybe circle's edge.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that would have been parked. Bo's disc getting flat, getting the distance he needed.
Yeah, and he's way down there. He's got a long putt for eagle. Luke throwing it out there safe. That's kind of really the safe play, is just kind of throw a more sharp hyzer angle towards the right side of that gap and just kind of let it widen that gap naturally and get through to leave yourself with an easy upshot. Coda, that is mind-boggling.
Yeah, that's really good from up there.
That is such a good upshot from where he was at. Not many players are scrambling like that. That's how you know Coda's in the zone. And Luke's sawing that one off a little bit. He's going to be on the left side, leaving himself with a little bit of a tester.
Yeah, and he's been hit and miss from that distance, so let's see if he keeps that putter up. Very nice birdie.
17 under par for Emerson.
All right. He got that putter in the basket that time.
Oh, yeah. Good birdie from Luke. 6 under par.
Fixing the chains there for Coda. Seems like these chains got a little tangled up sometimes.
Yeah. Definitely got to double check because that can make or break you. And Coda with an absolutely ridiculous birdie from a mere 40 feet in front of the tee pad.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah, he did a really good job. That's going to keep him tied up with Emerson.
Yeah. Hole 17, this is a par 4. It is 700 feet. You have the straight tunnel gap through the center of the fairway, or you have a big hyzer over the right side. Really, if you play the hyzer on the right side, you're kind of just going hyzer up to the basket. But this center gap, you're kind of just playing up. Get yourself to the opening here, and then from there you have a pretty simple upshot as long as your angle towards the basket is right. So,
yeah, if you leave yourself a little too long on that, the angle is going to be cut off. Then you're going to have to try to get creative with something over the top. If you leave yourself too short, you're going to have a lot of the same, unless you kind of get through and get lucky like Emerson did the other day.
Yeah, Coda was not happy about that one out of his hand, but still, it's not a bad shot, really.
Yeah, he should still be able to get up and down from there, I think.
Yeah.
He might be a little cut off, but I'm sure he'll think of something.
Emerson with that Lucid Rainbow Defender getting it up there, and right into that little creek is perfect.
Yeah, that is a really good shot.
He actually might have a jump putt from there.
Bo's turning over right out of the hand.
Yeah, and he knew that.
Yeah, he had to laugh it off a little bit.
Exactly. That's what you got to do sometimes. And Luke taking the right gap, but finding that one branch on that tree.
Yeah, it's tough to go wider on that shot because of the parking lot being OB over there.
Yeah. And that's actually a really good upshot from Bo from where he was at.
Result. A lot of open sky here for him.
Putting it behind the basket, tombstoning.
That was a really nice shot.
And Coda opting for the hyzer as well.
Yeah, so he'll was cut off from that angle.
Mm-hmm. Closest look of the bunch from Emerson. And that looked like it was going straight in the basket for a second.
It looked like he was giving it a go for sure.
Yeah. Nice birdie from Bo. 3 under for the round, 10 under for the tournament.
And these guys, even really with nobody except for Emerson had a particularly great drive, but
yeah,
they're still all in the circle.
Yeah. And Luke.
Yeah, back to that same kind of missing a little low.
Yeah. Nice birdie for Coda.
Luke and I did a little putting practice after the round. We played a little pig.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll be coming back tomorrow and canning some putts.
Yeah. Emerson with a nice birdie as well. Keeping it tied up, him and Coda. We've seen this before on the coverage many times. Hole 18, this is a par 3, 288 feet, dead straight gap through these trees, over the fountain, uphill. You're just throwing a putter or mid-range. Just give it a little hyzer, let it flip up to flat, and ride straight up to the basket. We did see Austin Hannum first round throw the big spike hyzer forehand as well. Just depends on what you're comfortable with here.
There's a lot of really great holes on this course, but this one is oddly, I mean, it's just one of my favorite ones. The fountain, the 2 trees.
Yeah, very picturesque.
Yeah.
For sure. And this is looking like a great correction from first round from Coda, just parking it. Emerson.
He really wrenched on that, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And it just held straight for him.
Might have been his gatekeeper. And Bo puts it up there as well. See if Luke can put it up there inside 5 feet like the other guys. This is looking really nice. Oh, yeah. We've got 4 drives parked. Luke, the furthest one out at 15 feet.
Yeah.
Gets it up through there. 7 under par. Emerson, 11 under par for the round. So good.
These guys making this hole look really easy.
Oh, yeah. Coda, 13 under par for the round, 19 under for the tournament. Coming back from being 2 strokes behind of Emerson going into this round and tying things up after the second round. Bo tapping in the birdie. Not the best back 9 from him, but he usually comes back with a vengeance after the bad round, so I'm sure we'll see him up there in the top 5 after the third round.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, we've got Emerson and Coda leading everybody at 19 under par. They've got a nice cushion going into this third round. Just going to be another Emerson-Coda battle. Bo Tillman sitting at 11 under par. He will be on chase card, I believe, and then Luke Samson sitting at 7 under par. So just a dead even round there. Next round, we have Coda Hatfield, Emerson Keith, Brandon Cawthorn, one of our Tulsa locals, another one of them, and then Austin Hannum, another Oklahoma local, on the lead card for the final round. Big thanks to Native Disc Golf, Legacy Discs, DGA for sponsoring the tournament, and then another big shout out to Lauren Lewis for coming out and joining me on the commentary here.
Yeah, of course, anytime, man. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Go check out the GK Pro Patreon as well.
We'll see you guys for the final round.